Alright, chat, this video is about coworker music. I don't know what coworker music means, but we're just gonna watch it really fast. This might take an hour because it's a 20-minute long video, but, you know, let's just get into it. Hello? Play the video.
If you're like me, you enjoy indulging in a little bit of short form content,
Yeah.
whether it be TikTok, Instagram Reels, or even YouTube Shorts. And one thing I've been seeing across TikTok and YouTube this past year is talk about coworker music, with coworker music ranging anywhere from pop songs to the bottom of the barrel most insufferable music you have ever heard. So today I wanted
So it's just bad pop music?
to explore the world of coworker music, specifically looking at 5 different types of coworker music you may have already encountered. But first, what even is coworker music?
Wait, so could pop punk be considered coworker music because it's pop? Or is it just a general, like, a specific type of corny ass punk music? Or not punk, pop music? I don't know. He's probably gonna explain it.
Music. Coworker music is a term that is similar to NPC music, or basically even referring to your coworkers as NPCs with basic music taste. Essentially, it was a term that pompous, arrogant, egotistical people would use to demean other people's music taste. The kind of people that think you're an idiot if you don't like their favorite
Okay, so okay, so it's normie music then. Is essentially what it is. It's just normie music.
super niche artists like Death Grips or something like that, or people that spend their Friday nights on Rate Your Music. However, I do think this term has a little bit of truth to it. Back when it was first started, it still represented the NPC music sort of phrase, where basically the songs are very non-offensive corporate type songs that can be played anywhere to anyone. These are songs that aren't breaking through any boundaries, just safe, simple songs you'd hear at the grocery store or feel comfortable playing at work.
Some of you guys aren't getting it. Not all corporate songs are corporate hype songs. There's a lot of overlap, but there's different genres. Any Sia song, Pyramid Scheme music, Maroon 5,
Alright.
retail music,
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons, anime music.
Theme park music. Imagine Dragons. Every single time I went to Kings Island as a kid, I heard Imagine Dragons or Coldplay. Every fucking time. Every single damn time.
Town Funk, middle school music, Flow Rider,
True.
homecoming music, Ed Sheeran, prom music, AC/DC, movie trailer music, Katy Perry, presidential rally music.
Katy Perry. Going to space as a celebrity music.
High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. All of the above. AJR.
True.
This is the music they'll play in hell as you're being tortured for the rest of time.
I don't necessarily agree with all of his takes, but you get the point.
I'm ready!
However, over time, I feel like coworker music, the term, has been niched down to specifically target the weirder coworkers you might have. Or sometimes it's just used to describe music you don't like.
Thought coworker music was just easily recognizable music that you played when you were with your coworkers in case you ever got a hold of the aux. You're not gonna start playing Benji Bluebills in the middle of the fucking Walmart break room.
Why not?
You'll turn on something recognizable, maybe some Drake. But now I'm seeing that coworker music is just being used to describe any music that you don't like. Yo, Joey Badass.
Nah, like, if me and my coworkers are vibing, I'll turn on some fucking Twista.
Just dropped yesterday.
Like,
You
what are we
brought out
talking
coworker
about?
music, bro. So
I listen to what I want
he's dropping
in
soon.
any
You
situation.
in the Bay 2025. Relax.
I've seen the phrase coworker music popping up more and more in relation to artists with weirder or worse music than what the term used to be used for. I mean, I'm sure some of you have seen the
I'll
memes.
turn on some, what the fuck is that guy's name? Damn it. I'll turn on some damn Fabulous, bro. Or Fabulous. Not Fabulous. Fabulous. From fucking Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition remix from the early 2Ks.
Bro, his new album is so fire.
Hey there, fellas. What y'all talking about?
Oh, Tyler's new album?
Tyler? Who's that? Just like some other rapper?
He's pretty good.
Those guys all sound the same. If you guys are interested, I can put you on some real music. How about it?
Sure, Bob.
Your music taste might not be as refined as mine, but I think you'll like it.
Alright.
There's a fire in my soul.
So that's why I've decided to do
Oh
5
my
different
god. That's like the same thing like tonight we are young. So I set the world on fire. That song. Or like the one song from Spider-Man Amazing Spider-Man 2. The fuck was that song? It's a song that everybody hates.
levels since there are different uses of this term in different situations. Couple of quick disclaimers as well. First, this video format was inspired by Jay Diggs, who made a very interesting video on industry plants, and I thought this format fit the Coworker music conversation perfectly, so shout out to him. Also, if you like an artist in this video or a song, or you maybe are an artist in this video, you don't need to feel bad. Some people are super into music and others aren't. Kind of like how I'm super into music, but I don't
Wait,
really
what was this? I like all kind of music. I like all kinds of music. No, you can't enjoy this. Don't you know modern music is crap? Why your playlist is so unorganized? Like, bro, I listen to a lot of different type of music. I kind of just want to make my like every playlist on my YouTube Music public, so you can just go like look through it. I'm thinking about doing that, to be honest, because like it's very interesting because I listen to like everything, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I don't have a favorite genre. Like, I listen to all different types of music. A lot of the music that I like is actually from movies, TV shows, or video games. And I don't necessarily only mean like theme music. I mean like the songs that they use in certain movies. And most of my favorite movies and TV shows and video games, actually, now that I think about it. My favorite video game is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix, and that has a lot of my favorite songs on it. Same thing with like I love the movie Spirit, the horse movie, Real Steel. I love that. That's my favorite movie ever. Revenge of the Sith, The Incredibles have great theme music that I listen to on a daily basis. Ratatouille, same thing. McFarland USA has a lot of great theme music and licensed music. The Bear has great licensed music. Outer Banks has great licensed music. Those two also have niche types of music that you wouldn't even think of listening to a song from there unless it was from the TV show. Yeah, there's all of this that's where I get my music taste from, is other media or just things I find.
people are super into music and others aren't. Kind of like how I'm super into music, but I don't really care that much about movies, and I probably have a pretty basic.
No. See, this is where we differ, because I get my music taste from movies.
Taste. I mean, if it's not an action movie or a comedy, there's a good chance I'm not watching it. So this video isn't to make fun of anyone, although I will be cracking a couple jokes here and there. Anyways, let's get into level 1. Level 1, pop music. At the very most basic definition of coworker music, you have the inoffensive songs that don't push the needle at all. Just songs made for as wide an audience as possible. They aren't necessarily bad,
Bro, I need a
they're
haircut.
just kind of bland. This level is very subjective, but I really think any song with like 1 billion streams could fall into this category. I worked at a Kroger for like 5 years, so I think really any song that they would play over the loudspeaker would count as a level 1. A good example is Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles.
Yeah.
That was on a repeat. Another good one could be Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee. Personally,
True.
I think both of these are good songs, but they are super basic. So if these are some of your favorite songs of all time, I think you'd qualify for level 1. But we don't only have coworkers who listen to pop music. This applies to other genres too, with a good example being How You Remind Me by Nickelback. Again, not a bad song at all, but it just sounds like something that would be in a Transformers soundtrack.
This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Fuck. It's not like me to say sorry. Was waiting on a different story.
Another great example is a bar song by Shabuzi. Again, it isn't a
Even your heart was breaking, and I bent down to the bottom of every bottle.
bad song
Sorry.
by any means, but it sounds like it was
Sorry you had to
literally
hear
made for
that
background
and witness
music at a
that.
bar in the boonies. I mean, I guess the name is a bar song, so I guess that makes sense. In my opinion, though, one of the prime examples for level 1 is Benson Boone, who just came out of nowhere making very bland, basic songs that aren't necessarily bad, but they definitely aren't anything special.
Is that his own merch that he's wearing or something? Did he make a merch line with the words "one hit wonder" on it? That's so. Oh my god, bro's trying too hard to be self-aware.
Probably put a bunch of Drake songs in here too. Really just anything super popular where if it's your favorite song of all time, you probably have a pretty surface level music taste. Which is totally fine, by the way. I think I enjoy every song I listed so far. But level 2 is where it starts to get a little bit worse. Level 2. Popular, but not that good. Have you ever heard a song on the radio that you just hate? I remember there were a few on that Kroger playlist that I would hear once an
Let's go crazy frog! Bam, 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 bam.
hour for 8 hours straight, and it would just drive me insane. For me, one song that sticks out was The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
Alright.
I don't even think it's a bad song, but that chorus after hearing it 5,000 times is just ear piercing. And again, the songs in level 2 can be quite subjective. They're still extremely popular, just a bit
What the fuck happened to my audio setup?
more contentious in the public eye. Another great example of that is Dance Monkey by Tones and I. Again,
Fucking shit.
it's an extremely popular song that is played
Oh my god.
at tons of events. But there are also a lot of people that hate this song. Not
Brother, why can't I hear anything?
only is level 2 basic and soulless like level 1, but it has a few elements that make people hate it. Dance Monkey in particular, it's probably just the voice that bugs me and others. I just can't stand the cadence she does on that song, but clearly others enjoy it. Another good example is Imagine Dragons, a super popular and successful band in the mid-2010s, but a lot of people also hate them.
What the
I think a
fuck is wrong with my audio? I know you guys can hear it, but I can't hear anything. Like, it keeps cutting out. I'm so sorry. Thunder.
A lot of pop songs in like the
Thunder.
mid-2010s had that type of vibe where it was good when I was 13, but I could never see myself listening to it now. Another group of songs that I think fits well in this category is the more annoying pop music, like Single Ladies by Beyonce or Bad Blood by Taylor Swift. Maybe a better way of describing level 2 is songs that age poorly. Sure, they may have been fun when they came out, but quickly they became overplayed and outdated. A great example of that is Happy by Pharrell Williams. It's a good song, but it's also not a good song. I don't know how to describe
True.
it. Pharrell is an extremely talented artist, of course, don't get me wrong. But this song just got so repetitive and annoying that it kind of hurts to listen to in 2025. Again, though, level 2 is very subjective. These songs are still very popular and have...
Well, I think with Happy in particular, it's just corny at this point. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Like, it's meant to be the normie anthem for feeling an emotion. Like, but what the fuck? Why did we make a song like that?
Enjoy them despite a lot of others disliking them. But level 3 is where it starts to get tricky. Level 3, niche down. Level 3 has the coworker who has their own music taste, they like their own genres, and it fits their personality. But these songs can also be considered quite controversial when it comes to music enthusiasts. Like, I had a coworker one time who unironically liked Game Over by Falling in Reverse.
My life is like a video game. No to beat the stage.
I mean, if you like this, good for you for listening to what you like, but that song is rough. And again, not every song in level 3 is inherently bad.
That is maybe the most corny, try-hard ass song I've ever heard. Do you know how many people probably listen to that album and skip that every single time?
For example, I think an artist that would fit
It's like the same thing of me listening to AJR and skipping I'm Ready every single time.
well into this category is NF.
Where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming.
Now, this song isn't inherently bad, but one thing I've noticed with coworker music
No, it's not bad, but it sounds corny when drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Like, what? You're trying too hard.
is there's a lot of these over dramatic beats or instrumentals or almost triumphant sort of melodies, and then the writing is just pretty bland. Of course, again, this is subjective and I don't hate that song.
It's like the song Firework by Katy Perry. Like, that's an example that's been used countless times from people saying that pop music is corny.
It's not my favorite. I saw someone unironically comment this under NF's song.
Bro, there's literally Bo Burnham takes a stab with that exact example. That's exactly what I was thinking of, actually. That's the I said countless examples, but that was the only one I was thinking of. I just couldn't remember where it was from.
Probably older than your dad, but I know a creative genius when I see one, and this guy has it. I like maybe 1% of all rap out there, and this is one. Eminem has the other songs in that 1%. These are the types of people in level 3. Something you see a lot of in level 3 is songs that are trying too hard to be something they're not, or songs that are outdated or trying to bring back a trend, like our guy Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly has a big fan base, but many of those in the music community see him as someone who is making mediocre pop punk, just copying people who already did it, with a much worse voice, might I add. His System of a Down cover is probably one of the most flat vocal...
Oh, yeah, no. His covers, when he tries to be, like, old punk rock singers... No, just stick to making your own music, bro. Just don't do the covers, please. They're not good. They're not good at all. Especially the one where... he tries to do the girl's voice. What song is that? Like, it's one of my favorite songs ever, but his cover of it is horrible. Like, horrendous. But like, I liked his pop punk music. I thought it was good. Especially the first album. The second one, not as much. There was like one song from there that was good, and it was Fell in Love with an Emo Girl, and that song isn't even actually good. I just like it.
Performances I've ever heard.
Life is a waterfall. Like, what are you doing? I can sing it the same way you can. I can sing this song better than him. We drink from the river, now we turn around and build up a wall. I don't know how he sang it so flat. And put up a wall.
Listen to that and then the original
Like,
and tell
what?
me what's better. And also, his Misery Business cover was bad too. I did not like
That
that at
one,
all.
yes.
I think the best way to describe
I'm in the business of misery, let's take it from the top.
songs like these is
Got a
there's
body
something
like
I
an
probably
hourglass,
would have
ticking
listened
like a
to
clock.
and enjoyed when I first started learning a lot about music. But as I found the artists that these people were inspired by, or the genre they are trying to recreate, the roots of the music, I enjoy that a lot more, which in turn leaves me feeling like MGK, for example, is a cheap knockoff. Logic, as another example, is someone I used to like a lot when I was younger. But as I listened to more and more rap music, I realized Logic is just kind of a watered down version compared to a lot of the genre's innovators.
I will not take the Logic slander. Fuck you. I'm not taking it. Logic is good. You cannot convince me otherwise. Yeah, there's some songs where he's trying too hard. I don't listen to those ones. I listen to the good Logic songs, which there's a lot of them. So no, I will not stand for this. I will sit down for this.
Like, there's even a video, it's called like 5 minutes of Logic copying Kendrick, and that just kind of ruined it for me. On top of this, like I said, level 3 and onwards tend to try too hard to come off as something they aren't. Not just in the sense of trying to reinvent a genre unsuccessfully, but in other ways too. Like a rapper
The
pretending.
fuck is 5 minutes of Logic stealing from Kendrick? I should probably watch that. I don't think I've ever heard anything that he has directly taken. I don't know. I know he samples beats a lot, but I don't know.
To be tough in his rap songs, but selling it poorly, such as Lil Mabu, the super rich kid who was acting all hard on drill beats. If you like Lil Mabu's music, you are a level 3 Coworker music enjoyer. But I think a commenter on one of my previous videos where I mentioned Coworker music put it best when he said, I think the biggest issue with a lot of Coworker music, including rap, is that it's trying to be—
You know what's fucked up is low-key Lil Mabu's the reason that I got into drill rap initially. But then I found other rappers who do drill rap that are actually good. And like, I haven't listened to a Lil Mabu song in probably a year now. So like, he was the gateway drug, but all the other people were way more addicting. Like, I don't know what to tell you though. Like, it's kind of like the same thing of Eminem. I'll listen to Eminem every now and then, but I listen to other rappers more often than I listen to Eminem anymore.
But it's extremely non-personal. Yeah, they're singing about depression, substance abuse, heartbreak, but it's very formulaic, and it doesn't feel like things they actually experienced. And as such, the music overall just doesn't have the emotional weight it needs, either because it's trying to stay upbeat, or because the artist's lived experiences don't reflect the music, so it comes off as corny. Listening to someone like MGK or Dax sing about their struggles has the same vibe as the rich kid in middle school doing an essay on poverty. The personal touches that matter in it just aren't there. Undoubtedly, this is the best way to say it. And don't worry, we're gonna get to Dax, but first we have to get through level 4. Not great, sorta cringy, but somehow they still have fans. Level 4 is where things start to get rough, and the songs start to get kind of bad. Think of songs like Thick of It by KSI or Astronaut in the Ocean. One song that I think fits well in level 4, or even an artist, is Civ, who has gone—
I've came full circle on Thick of It by KSI. I think the only reason I think it's like good in any way now is because I long for the time where that was the thing that I was worried about, was KSI's song Thick of It a bad song. And I know that was like a year ago, but somehow I get nostalgic for a year ago. I don't know. I don't understand how that works, but apparently that's how it works now.
viral on platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels.
You pop out at 1 in the morning, you really want to know this kind of life never boring.
I guess his whole thing that he
Like,
has,
it's like somehow, like, sometimes I'll go to like the beginning of my reposts on TikTok and be like, oh, this is what I was watching 3 years ago. Holy shit. Or like, I'll go to like really old liked YouTube videos from like 7 years ago and be like, oh, this is what I was watching back then. This is crazy to look at. I actually did that because like you can check, they're on YouTube. I don't remember how you do it, but I did it one time, and you can check who the first channel you subscribed to was. My like second or third channel that I subscribed to on this YouTube channel that you're watching right now was Mr. Beast. And he had like 29,000 subscribers back then. This was in like 2015.
this bear character that raps the songs. I don't know. And these songs aren't bad necessarily, but they aren't great, and it's just kind of cringy. It sounds forced. Like I strongly feel like the guy who made that song isn't actually popping out at 1 in the morning. There are a couple of other artists who have blown up online for making Coworker music that I think fit perfectly in level 4, like Brendan Abernathy.
You'll be married in a year in the suburbs with a kid on the way in 3. Convincing yourself you're living the American dream. And I'll be dancing out California. Kid who got it all wrong. Convincing myself one day I'll write a love song.
Him getting up on his toes is what really sent it over the...
Like, I feel like somebody who makes this type of music that's good is Noah Khan. This guy that we just saw the clip of. And I know I've said it too many times in this video, but trying too hard. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. You're just trying too hard. It's in the summer. With the kid on the way in 3. Like, why are you singing it like if that's the way you sing, cool, but like, just no, not everyone's gonna be receptive of that.
line for me. And
if they are, that's probably the only type of music they listen to.
Got so big that I couldn't get it out of my head for a while, so I guess it isn't that bad inherently. And it got to the point where even Drewski was parodying it. Again, the song
How
isn't
did none of those people die laughing in the middle of that?
that bad, but it doesn't sound too great though, and it was kind of cringy. However, he still has fans, which is great. Another song that went viral this year that has that same sort of vibe is We Will Never Die by Kyle Gordon.
We are young. There's a fire in our soul. We go big or go home together.
But what's really funny, and I somehow never knew this, is that Kyle Gordon is actually like a musical comedian. It becomes pretty obvious when you listen to the chorus and hear him say, "No one we know will ever die. Our moms and dads will never die," which is pretty funny. And he's also the same guy responsible for
so he's being ironic with the fact that this music genre is cringy. Okay, I can get behind that.
the song I've seen going viral online too.
Hold on, I have a sound effect for this.
Vertical band to ga tang, boom tang tang, toon tang to ga loogie.
So since he's making that satirical song though, making fun of that genre
tang
of
tang,
overdramatic
tung, tung,
millennial music,
tugaloogie.
I think that qualifies that whole genre, I guess, as level 4 coworker music. But these artists aren't just limited to going viral on short form platforms. I think an artist that I would throw in level 4 is Baby No Money. Don't get me wrong, he has some decent songs and he seems like a cool...
That's the funny part. My actual coworker listens to BB No Money, but so do I. So like we're on the same level. I don't know where else to go with that.
Cool guy, but a lot of his songs are just kind of meme songs or gimmick songs. I do get why he has a fan base of like internet people who find this music entertaining, but honestly I enjoyed some of his old stuff a bit more, and I think he used to make some great songs back in the day. Once he introduced a bunch of gimmicks and jokes, it just made the music a bit harder to seriously enjoy. Quality wise, I think Baby No Money could be in like level 3 with some songs in level 2, but the gimmicks and persona he does makes his music more into content instead of music itself, which is why I think level 4 is fitting. Overall, I think the best way to describe level 4 coworker music or artists is when the music starts transitioning more from actual music, more into gimmicky content sort of stuff that for one reason or another is a little bit cringy, probably isn't the best song you've ever heard, but people still enjoy it and listen to it. However, that is not the case for level 4.
I did a full 180, crazy. Thinking about the way it was, make the heartbeat change me. Maybe. Like, do you remember when that was on the full, like, the YouTube Rewind? And that was the last YouTube Rewind they ever did. That was, like, the most corporatized, safe for work song that I've ever heard.
5. Level 5. Coworker Music Final Boss. Or bosses. I'm just going to throw a quick trigger warning for level 5 because this was miserable to listen to and write. Let's continue. The Coworker Music Final Boss is someone that makes very weird or just bad music that you typically find in the depths of the internet. That's right, I'm talking about short form social media platforms. Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Shorts. I bet you didn't even know that.
Wait, so are we Facebook Shorts? Well, it's called Reels, but yeah. I don't even go on Facebook. Like, the only time I go on Facebook is to post one of my shorts videos and to see if it gets views because I'm monetized on there. I've made 2 cents from Facebook.
And I didn't either.
By posting 3 videos.
But really, it's just brain rot stuff. I guess the best way to describe it is music made intended to be a meme or that has been turned into a meme. And a good example of this is Chandler.
Stage around 9 and the next day they call it a cop. In between that I was on some time and rockin' all night. Bring that to a boom. Shit is bubonic.
Honestly, I think Chandler should be in level 4 because his music isn't that bad, but him and his music have just been memed into oblivion, with many referring to him as a Coworker Music final boss. People have also made a lot of jokes because he kind of looks like the streamer Queso, so that's probably part of it as well.
I told him put it on me. They started throwing it back. I'm about all of the features, but I take a like in the ass. I don't even go out in the house no more. I get it right where I'm at.
Someone who portrays level 5 the best is Dax. Dax is the perfect example of this. In fact, I just did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about him and extensively went into why many view him as corny. Most of his music isn't like the worst thing ever, but the skits he does to promote his music as well as a handful of his songs can tend to be pretty cringe.
Shut up, freak.
You're insane. You're in pain.
Why have I heard this song? Why have I heard the song that's about to play? I heard it from the first, like, 2 fucking seconds of the beat, and I already knew what he was gonna say.
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying.
This next one's
You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying.
That actually does sound like something that the Joker would listen to and or make.
Next one's my personal favorite.
Imbalance inside me chemically up, down,
Up, down, up, down! Like, what the fuck is that?
This next one's my personal favorite.
Imbalance inside me chemically up, down,
I've spoke about Dax in detail though, and I'm sure these clips are pretty self-explanatory. And the main other person I've seen popping up lately that people are calling Coworker Music, and that I think qualifies for level 5, is Kill Carl.
I like to cuss like I was raised in a barn. Fuck shit, piss, cock, titties, and darn. You fuck with my friends and you're gonna fucking die.
This guy has a whole bunch more music that I won't subject you guys to, but it's all pretty similar, and the commenters describe his stuff pretty well. Music for people with Joker tattoos. As music, this is pretty crappy, but it barely feels like actual music because it seems like it was created specifically for TikTok. I can't really imagine anyone listening to this with headphones on, but I can see how it works as video content. And this is probably one of the best ways to describe level 5. Another YouTuber
that's the thing though. Like, this is the difference between Bo Burnham when he was doing stage comedy versus Bo Burnham in the Inside special on Netflix. He had to learn how to make music a different way. instead of doing the wait for the applause and wait for the laugh on while you're doing live comedy on stage, you now have, it's a recorded video that's going to be put into a feature-length, basically movie documentary type thing. And you're not going to know that people are laughing, so why would you wait for laughter? You just keep going, because it's a song. There's a difference.
Shun or Shun or whatever did a video about Coworker music a while ago and gave an interesting take about why the artist may be doing this.
The sad part is when you see the artists that are clearly crossing boundaries of acceptability to get attention, and it sucks that the modern landscape has pushed them there. Looking back to the early 2010s, which of course was like 3 years ago, I remember the cringe or shock factor helping songs.
The early 2010s was 3 years ago? Have I went back in time?
Become viral. This happened with Rebecca Black's Friday, or to some extent, Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball, which had a music video the world just wasn't ready to see yet. After that, there was this era of satire meme music helping artists blow up. At some point, another transition occurred, and we now have this environment where, after what feels like an ever-accelerating arms race of made-for-virality
5-year-old
content,
discovers
we
swearing.
see artists desperately trying to get ahead by seeing who can rage bait people into engaging with their content the most. Something about that feels wrong to me.
And this could definitely be applicable to everyone on every level of this list. Level 1 and 2 are making super overproduced, squeaky clean music to appeal to as many people as possible and make money. Level 3 probably doesn't really fit into this, but level 4 and 5 I think are making music that they know may be cringy or come off as corny to purposely do one of two things. Either to appeal to a super niche audience that they know will actually like their music, while most others won't, or to rage bait you into listening to their songs or make meme songs that you find entertaining. So
I still can't tell if KSI was rage baiting us with Thick of It. Because like he went back and forth saying that he was and he wasn't, and that it was supposed to be a serious song, and that it was just a joke, and that you all fell for the joke. Like, we still to this day don't know what his actual opinion on the song was when he created the song.
You play with your friends or something like that. Regardless, for everybody, the goal is probably money and clout.
If there's one real takeaway from this video, I guess it would just be, don't get mad at these posts, because they're like without fail meant to be bad. I'm being serious here. If you see any shit music in your feed, please go to their account and scroll back. It's like a fun little game you can play with yourself to see the transition from I can
do what with myself?
Music.
Sorry.
I need to get impressions, and then they just like lose their minds.
Years ago, I actually interviewed a guy named Sadzilla for a video about Spotify playlists, and recently he's been going viral for making quote-unquote coworker music as well. So, since I've seen him go viral lately with this trend, I figured that I'd reach out for his perspective. He agreed with my different definitions of coworker music, with a lot of people mocking it because they think they have this superior taste. He also said that he thinks artists like Dax lean into it because the people mocking it do boost engagement, helping the content reach its intended audience as well. Sadzilla concluded saying, "For me personally, when I stopped caring about being the best or trying to be taken super seriously, and just started having fun with my music, everything clicked. The engagement I get now feels different. Some folks might find it cringy, but I'm not making it for them. I'm making stuff that feels good to me. Even my kid loves the silly songs, and that means more than random internet opinions. At the end of the day, coworker music or NPC music is just the new meme rap." So for whatever reason, coworker music is a real thing. It's being made and it's being consumed. And if you like it or make it,
I'm
good
in
on
my
you.
prime and this ain't even final form.
For listening to what you want or making whatever you want. But I do think there are a couple songs in this video that are worthy of criticism. If you like this video, you might like my video where I go much more in depth on Dax and his career, which had some pretty interesting turns. Anyways, if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, especially after I had to listen to a lot of this stuff. And
anyways, chat, in conclusion, from the screen to the ring to the pen to the king. Like and subscribe. I'll see y'all later.